All right, everybody. Happy Monday. Now, if you're new to this, if you'll wave with both hands, it makes your day better. Okay. So, any men out there that's like, yeah, I don't feel like a man doing it, it's okay. Let it go. Let it go. All right. So,
Are you saying that a two-hand wave is less masculine
so
than a
us
one hand?
men are weird humans,
Okay.
we got to have this posture and all this stuff. And then at some point in my life, I just gave it all up and said, who cares? Who cares? I used to be this macho head football coach, blah, blah, blah. And then now I just do whatever. So, all right. That was a lot of frivolous information. So, our word for today is serendipity. Yes, I said it, serendipity. When I got this word from Andrea, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, why? And then I dove into it, and like always, it meant a lot to me. And so, if you look at the definition of serendipity, it refers to the occurrence of events by chance in a happy or beneficial way. And that got my mind strolling. It says it involves making unexpected or fortunate discoveries or connections while seeking something else. And then I went, aha. Now I'm going to say it again. It involves making unexpected and fortunate discoveries or connections while you're on a road seeking something else. Now, not everybody on here is in our company or in network marketing, and that's okay. You're your own profession. That's great. But how many of you have been on a road headed somewhere and then a connection is made that you're like, Lord, you're changing my pathway. I thought I was going down I-59 and now you got me going down Highway 72. You know, I think about my life. I was a head football coach. When I think about serendipity, it's realizing that, you know, there was a point in time years ago that this company come in, seaweed, by the way. Who wants to sell, seaweed? Tell your buddies about that, right? I got made fun of a little bit, but here's the deal. It was like, I didn't know that was coming, but I was headed through a path of education, going to become a superintendent. And then all of a sudden, by chance, something comes my way. But I had the fortitude to see it and go, that's kind of interesting. Let me see if I would enjoy doing that. I had no clue I would. No clue. So the scary thing in me is, what if I was closed minded? What if my parachute, I say all the time, the mind's like a parachute. It only works when it's open. What if I was closed off? What if I were like, no, I've never done that. Don't want to do it. Or I tried that when I was 18. It didn't work. Don't want to do it. It could have changed my whole pathway. So what is it in your life right now? Think about it. Like, I got involved in networking, and that involvement going down the path of this industry led me to real estate. Like, I found somebody in networking that led me to real estate. And now I look around and I go, holy moly, I've used the network marketing profession to grow a real estate business. And then through that, I met more people, and it brought me investments that I was able to take the network marketing profession and grow. And I'm thinking serendipity, like, things happen, things come in your path. Like, if your eyes are open and your mind's like a parachute, it's open for opportunity. And then I look up and I go, holy smokes, this whole networking thing has also created this magical educational library for me. Meaning, 2024, I wanted to get better at blockchain. I think there's a future in blockchain. I didn't understand it. So guess what? I used the network marketing profession to get me in touch with a group of people that's more knowledgeable at blockchain than I am, so that they can teach me, right? So that they can educate me. Has nothing to do with our company or our industry, but it has everything to do with keeping my eyes open and realizing the power of networking. And so serendipity always rewards the prepared. And here's what I'm asking you. Whatever road you're headed down right now, are you prepared? Don't leave the road you're headed down. Like, keep getting better at it, but then keep your mind open for the opportunities that presents itself to grow, to learn, to possibly take some of your income and diversify it. Like, there's so many opportunities for the person that's prepared. What does prepared mean? I'm open about things rather than this, like the world's out to get you, rather than there's an abundance. And actually, you're meeting people every day that, if you'll listen, they've got things and they're more proficient in things than you or I are. And if we're willing to partner with them, you never know where the ripple grows. And so I'm going to leave with this. We were on a Zoom this morning, Andrea and myself, with a group of people out of Sweden. It started with a person that was introduced, that led to another person, that led to this person. I don't know where it will go, but I know this: if I believe in serendipity, it'll go somewhere. It might be education, it might be investment, it might be real estate, it might be that they join our company. But I'll tell you this: if I go every day with an open mind, that it's all about connections and where the ripple goes, it's so amazing. Last thing I'll say, and I'm sorry, Andrea, is Arlene and Enos are from Utah. I didn't know them 10 years ago. Because of this profession, they showed up one day in Florence, Alabama, and we got to have breakfast together, and they got to see a little piece of my town. And it was a beautiful occurrence that I'll never forget. And isn't that what life's about? And so serendipity, really walking around with that, creates those occurrences. Or Jerry and Allison, that we've been able to buy sparklers from and lit somebody's hair on fire one time, right? But if it weren't for the network, it would have never led to that, which that person would still probably have their hair. So, okay. No, I'm kidding. They were fine.
Their hair
All right,
was
Andrea,
fine.
I'll turn it to you.
Now I'm distracted because all I can picture was that moment, and it was a beautiful moment. Okay. Sorry, Steve. But anyway, serendipity, a noun, finding something good without looking for it. And I know that when I sent this word, I thought, ooh, this is going to be a nose wrinkle word. Like, if you ever I send Brent these words, and sometimes I think he's just going to run with it. And sometimes I will get a phone call where he says, what are you thinking? And I'm like, no, I think it's going to be really, really good. So I send them to him without looking at them. So I send the word first, and then I research it. It'll come to me in a variety of different ways, a lot of times from you guys. But I thought it just was going to be a powerful word, and I'm so grateful that we did it. So Brent, you rocked it. I'm grateful for you. So serendipity often presents us with unexpected opportunities and connections that can lead to these positive outcomes. And has anybody seen the movie Serendipity? Like, anybody on here? Okay, so a couple. Sometimes it's stupidity. So don't lean on pure serendipity, like take the phone number, don't let it blow off into the breeze. But sometimes it can lead to something really great if we take the next step. So if we take the time to learn how to capitalize on these moments, then we can maximize the benefits of serendipity, not only just in our personal lives, but in our professional lives too. So this is going to kind of tag in or tie into what Brent said. But how do we do that? Well, first of all, we've got to stay open-minded, just like Brent was saying. Like, I can't come into the room, and I'll tell you, I'm so guilty of this. I am an arm crosser. Like, my knee-jerk reaction is to say no before I say yes. Can we do such and such? I don't know. Let me see if I can figure it out. But I'm saying no, saying no, saying no. So if I want to capitalize on serendipity, I've got to learn to relax those arms, have a little bit more of an open mind, and be receptive to new experiences, new ideas. So serendipity often occurs when we least expect it. So I've got to maintain that open mind so that I can embrace and recognize the opportunities that are unexpected. Next, I've got to foster curiosity. So if I walk through the town, so I'm in a new place, I'm somewhere in Texas right now. So if I walk through this town with a sense of curiosity and exploration, well, I'm more apt to see the amazing things, right? I'm more apt to find the little hidden gem or the park or the person at the coffee shop that is just bubbly and fun. And I'm blessed because I just got to hear them for even just 1 minute. But if I walk through with my head down and I'm just, thinking the whole world might be out to get me and I'm just trying to get to my next spot, well, I'm not going to get to see all that serendipity. So I've got to foster that curiosity. Next, I've got to network and connect. When we connect with other people, there's the opportunity for those breakfasts in your hometown, right? So if Coach hadn't connected with Arlene and they hadn't created that connection that when Arlene drove through, she wanted to call him, then they wouldn't have had that serendipitous.
And Enos, don't forget
Enos or Enos, yes. I can only see Arlene, so I
Okay.
apologize, Enos. He needs to smile on the camera more than I can talk about him more. But we need to create that connection in order to have more of those moments. So what can you do in your life to connect with more people, right? Flip your camera on when you're on a Zoom and smile with people and talk with them in the chat, right? Chat with the people in the grocery store. I've never done that, but maybe I will someday. Join groups that tap into things that light you on fire. Just find a way to connect with other humans, and we never know where that network will lead. Practice the thought. So train yourself to look for serendipity by looking at the connections and the possibilities. So just if I could, those kind of statements, we're going to open your mind to seeing more of it. And then last, if we really want to look at really creating serendipitous living and thinking, is we've got to embrace failure, which sounds a little crazy, but we can't be so worried about something going wrong and while we're looking for things to go right. So we've got to embrace that failure and realize that, sometimes I'm going to go off the beaten path and I'm going to step into a mud puddle. And that's okay. I can find another path next time. But by being open to those risks, those new things, even if they don't work out as planned, is going to allow us to attract more serendipity. So that's what I had today. Hopefully, I saw a birthday, but I don't think that she's on here. So if you guys know Dale.
Dale
Yeah.
Dixie. Yes, Dale is from Mississippi. And if you're friends with Dale on social media, wish her a happy birthday. I don't think she's on this morning. She runs a pharmacy, and so odds are she's probably doing that. But we hope she has the most amazing day ever. This actually was a great word because uh, life is about the people you surround yourself with, and it can lead to so many different things. And yes, we have to have an open mind, but this was a great word for me this morning. Guys, we love you. We appreciate you. Andrew, great job. And I hope you guys have an amazing Monday, and we'll see you back tomorrow. Thanks for joining. We had great numbers this morning. Great job.
Love you
Catch
guys.
you.
You have a
Great
beautiful
job, Brent. Great job,
Care.
Andrew.
Love
I
you.
love the word.
Thank you. Love
Have
you
a really
guys.
great day.